Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Game 2 of the World Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show, and we'll have it for you next. Lance McCullers will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, Lance McCullers might have the best right-handed breaking ball in the game of baseball. Has the kind of hard slider that he could...
Misses well above the zone.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that's the first out. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Braves get on the board first. It's 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Be the 4-hole hitter, Ronald Acuna, and the 3-1. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Max Fried is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, getting a look at lefty Max Fried, and man, has this guy come a long way in a short time.
I don't know. You can work the bunt, hit and run, steal. Oh, I forgot. They don't bunt or hit and run anymore.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard.
Batters find the sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show. Acuna
has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Hard hit ball to short. And this will be a base hit as they too have played a run in the first inning to tie up the ball game early.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Put it perfectly. 2-2, here it is. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Astros 2 and the Braves 1.
This is one you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the run.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. The 2-2 one more time. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one into the Crawford boxes and gone. It's a solo shot for Aledmys Diaz, and with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world. Nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. And that one is gone. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His 2nd home run of the series. And the Braves have made this a 3-2 game now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the... Another full count pitch home. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. Adam Duvall leaves the yard with a solo shot, and the Braves have drawn even now. It's 3-3. No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did. Chris Martin takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Swing and a little blooper to center. Acuna coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw home. He's safe at the plate. And they have taken the lead here in game 2.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Lo. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes. He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Kendall Graveman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31, Kendall Graveman.
On at first, nobody out. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they've taken a one-run lead.
This is going to be one of those moments we look back on in a couple years when we relive this World Series. That swing of the bat late in the game to take the lead, huge blow. That curveball, and that's the first one of the day. If he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the series, and it's now 6-4. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Here comes the 1-2. Line toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Runner at first with 2 gone. Softly hit out toward short. Knee high, he barehands it. Wow. 1 left for Atlanta. They're up 6-4. Tyler Matzik is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 68.
This one's going to end up as a
first
manager.
baseman,
2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. Throw to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Braves will take a 2-0 lead back home for Game 3 as this one is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Atlanta get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Chris Martin gets the W on the mound. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make